In the last class, we were discussing Severn Suzuki's speech at the 1992 Earth Summit conducted at Rio de Janeiro. So today's class is a continuation of that. Here you may be delegates of your governments, business people, organizers, reporters or politicians. But really you are mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. So a delegate is a representative or pradinidhi. Delegate is a pradinidhi, a person sent to a conference in order to represent others. Severn Suzuki is addressing a group of delegates, business people, organizers, reporters, politicians, etc. But she reminds them that they are also mothers and fathers, their sisters and brothers, their aunts and uncles, they are somebody's children. Why does she say all these things? To remind us that we are all part of a family. We all belong to the same family. Everything we do has an impact on others as well. നമ്മളെല്ലാം same ഫാമിലിയുടെ പാർട്ടാണ്. That is why everything we do will have an impact on others as well. I am only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong, in fact 30 million species strong. So she says, we are all part of a family. We are all part of the human race. And in 1992, there were 5 billion people on Earth. That is why she says we are 5 billion strong. There are 30 million species on planet Earth. So we are all part of the same family. And borders and governments will never change that. Borders refer to borders between countries. Even though we belong to different countries and we have different governments, we all belong to the same family. I am only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. So we are all part of the same family. We should all act together towards a single goal. And what is that single goal? The single goal is protecting our environment, preventing environmental degradation, climate change, etc. So the single goal is protecting the environment. Why does Suzuki remind the gathering that they are somebody's child? In order to remind them that we are all part of the same family. And also to remind them that the harm that they do to the environment will have an impact on their children as well. അവരുടെ സ്വന്തം കുട്ടികളെയും ഈ എൻവയൺമെന്റൽ ഡെഗ്രഡേഷൻ ബാധിക്കും എന്ന് റിമൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യാണ്. In my anger, I am not blind, and in my fear, I am not afraid of telling the world how I feel. So she says that she is angry, but her anger is not blind. She is afraid, but she is still telling the world how she feels about protecting the environment. Well, what you do makes me cry at night. She is telling the adults that what they do makes her cry at night. Thinking about the future generations, thinking about the condition of the environment makes her cry at night. It makes her sad. You grown-ups say you love us, but I challenge you, please make your actions reflect your words. Thank you. So if we actually love our children, we will not harm the environment. We want the future generations to enjoy the natural resources that we have. So നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമല്ല, it is also for the future generations that we should protect the environment. The speech was made several years ago. Have we been able to make a change? If so, how? If not, why? So this speech was delivered in 1992 at the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. In the following years, the condition of the environment has actually worsened. We have not been able to make much of a change. We still have problems like deforestation, ozone layer depletion, extinction of species, etc. And we have not been able to make much of a change. Why? Because people are essentially selfish. They are greedy. That is why they keep on harming the environment. So that is the sad part. We have not been able to make a change even after all these years. What you see on this slide is a part of a speech made by Greta Thunberg. As you know, Greta Thunberg also delivered a speech at the United Nations. So let's read the speech. This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet I am one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? So notice that she keeps on saying, how dare you? This is all wrong. You've stolen my dreams, etc. You're failing us. But the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say, we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now is where we draw the line. The world is waking up and change is coming whether you like it or not. So I hope you can notice a difference in tone between Suzuki's speech and Greta Thunberg's speech. So Suzuki's speech is calm and poised, whereas Thunberg's speech is full of anger and frustration. But both of these girls are actually talking about the same issues. They are talking about the condition of the environment and about protecting the environment. Severn Suzuki's speech uses the power of persuasion. നമ്മളെ പറഞ്ഞ് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനാണ് സെവൺ സുസുക്കി ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Whereas Greta Thunberg is actually trying to shock the audience. She's trying to shock the audience into taking action. So two very different speeches with the same aim. Now let's do activity 1 in the textbook. Pair the following sentences from Suzuki's speech with the corresponding newspaper headlines. Underline the word that refers to the particular environmental issue. First one, you don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. I hope you found the answer. Second one, you don't know how to bring the salmon back from the dead stream. Third one, you don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. Fourth one, you can't bring back forest that once grew where there is now desert. So the first newspaper headline is about 17 June World Day to combat desertification. What is desertification? It is the process by which a land becomes a desert. The process by which a fertile land becomes a desert is called desertification. It can happen because of deforestation. It can happen because of a drought, varalcha, or it can happen because of inappropriate agricultural techniques. So, desertification is the process by which a fertile land turns into a desert. The second newspaper headline talks about ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion has escalated. Escalated means increased. Third newspaper headline is about endangered species. Fourth headline is about deforestation in Amazon. Deforestation in the Amazon forest in South America. Fifth newspaper headline is about oil spills in the ocean. Oil spills in the ocean have a negative impact on marine life. It can kill fish and other sea animals. So here are the answers. Let's move on to activity 2 in the textbook. Hidden in the word grid are 10 words, all associated with environment. Try to find them using the hints given. Complete the sentences using the words that you find out. The first letter of each word has been made bold to help you. Write down the words in the boxes given. The first word is hurricane. This is a 9-letter word which means severe tropical storm. A hurricane often causes severe damage and destruction. The Malayalam word for hurricane is Churalikattu. It is a storm that causes damage and destruction. Second question. This 11-letter word means to make impure by exposure to or addition of a poisonous or polluting substance. Poisonous gases emitted by vehicles dash the air that we breathe. The answer is contaminate. You can pause the video and find out the answers first. Pause the video for 5 minutes and find out the answers before you continue. The second answer is contaminate. Third question. Instead of saying the flowers blossom, you can also say the flowers dash. Another word for blossom is bloom. Bloom. Our rose plant will bloom next week. Number 6. This 6-letter word means effect. The word is impact. Looking at nature always has a positive impact on me. It has a positive effect on me. Number 5. This 13-letter word refers to something that decomposes through the action of microorganisms like bacteria. Something that can decompose is called biodegradable. Biodegradable. Plastic is not biodegradable. Number 6. This 7-letter word refers to the process of changing waste materials into new products. Changing waste materials into new things is called recycling. Recycling. Newspaper is recycled into paper crafts. Changing waste materials into new products is called recycling. Number 7. This 6-letter word is water carried waste. Water carried waste. Cities should have more effective trash systems. The answer is sewage. Sewage. Cities should have more effective sewage systems. Number 8. Beware of this 5-letter word because it is poisonous. A 5-letter word that means poisonous is toxic. Toxic. Chemicals from factories make the water toxic. Number 9. This word indicates total disaster. A word that means total disaster is catastrophe. Catastrophe. The Nepal earthquake was a major catastrophe. Catastrophe means disaster. Number 10. This 9-letter word means risky. Contaminated water is dashed to aquatic life. The answer is hazardous. Hazardous. Hazardous means dangerous or risky. Contaminated water is hazardous to aquatic life. Let's take a look at these words. The first word is catastrophe. Catastrophe. Catastrophe means disaster, calamity, crisis, etc. How can you use catastrophe in sentences? An oil spill is an environmental catastrophe. It is an environmental disaster. The catastrophic hurricane caused many to flee the land. So that is how you use the word catastrophe in sentences. The next word is hazardous. It is pronounced hazardous. Hazardous means dangerous, risky, uncertain, unpredictable, etc. Hazardous means dangerous. Chemicals that are hazardous to human beings are present in the air and water. They endured a hazardous journey through the heavy rain. The third word is contaminate. Contaminate means pollute, adulterate, etc. To contaminate is to pollute. When industrial waste is released into water bodies, they get contaminated. Industrial waste contaminate water bodies. Next word, impact. To have an impact is to have a strong effect or influence on somebody or something. To have an impact is to have a strong effect or influence. His speech had a powerful impact on many people. Climate change has a negative impact on plants and animals. The next word is biodegradable. Biodegradable. Ability of things to get decomposed by microorganisms. Things that are decomposed by microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi are known as biodegradable. Recycle. Recycling is converting waste into new products, converting waste into reusable material. See the example? The eco-friendly cafe offers biodegradable to-go containers and recycles everything it can. A sentence that uses both the words biodegradable and recycle. The eco-friendly cafe offers biodegradable to-go containers and recycles everything it can. Activity 3. Try to fill in the passage below using the words you wrote down in the boxes. Pause the video and try to do activity 3. Takes only 2 or 3 minutes. Pause the video and do the activity first. These are the answers. Environmental pollution is one of the major threats that we face today. Air pollution, water pollution, and sound pollution have adverse impact on the life of all living beings. Impact means effect. Toxic gases like carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide emitted by vehicles and factories cause severe health issues. Toxic means poisonous. The chemicals and fertilizers that the industries discharge into the rivers, seas, and canals contaminate water. Deforestation, desertification, ozone layer depletion, and so on are serious issues to consider. Awareness on the need to protect our environment should be given to everyone. The use of biodegradable substances and recycling can reduce environmental pollution to a great extent. We must act rather than think, for if not, we are fast heading to a final catastrophe. Activity 5. Look at the following sentences. The tiger is an endangered species. We need to take steps to protect it. Here, the word endangered means, what does the word endangered mean? Is it cruel? Is it lovable? Or is it under the threat of extinction? Obviously, it means under the threat of extinction. Which clue word in the sentence helped you to find the meaning of the word endangered? Let's take a look at the sentence. The tiger is an endangered species. We need to take steps to protect it. You protect something when it is in danger. So obviously endangered means under the threat of extinction. It is going to get extinct unless we protect it. It is not already extinct. It may get extinct in the future. ഭാവിയിൽ extinct ആവാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. That is what endangered means. Now read the following sentences and try to guess the meaning of the words in bold from the context. Write the clue words in the space provided. One has been done for you. Let's take a look at the first question. Open your umbrella or else you will get wet. It is drizzling. I have given you another example. It is raining, but it is only a drizzle, so you don't really need an umbrella. So what does drizzle mean? A drizzle is a slight rain. A very light rain is called a drizzle. Second one. The couple got married under a canopy of flowers. I've given you another example. Trees arched on the road, forming a canopy of leaves. I've also given you a photo of a canopy of leaves. So what is a canopy? Is it an overhead covering? Is it a carpet? Or is it a painting? Take a look at the photo. You can see that it is an overhead covering. A canopy is a pandal. Malayalam word for canopy is pandal. It is an overhead covering. It can be a canopy of leaves or it can be a canopy of flowers. It is an overhead covering. Number 3. He loved her so much for being so kind to him, but he abhorred her mother. He loved her so much, but he abhorred her mother. Another example. People who seek peace abhor violence. Abhor violence. So what does abhor mean? Obviously it means hate. He loved her so much, but he abhorred her mother. So abhor means hate. Number 4. Prolonged lack of rain causes severe drought. Drought is varalcha. So is it flood, is it mountain, or is it dry weather? Obviously it is dry weather. Number 5. My sister is extremely neat in appearance, while she is slovenly in her housekeeping. She is neat in appearance, slovenly in her housekeeping. Another example. A slovenly appearance is inappropriate for a job interview. And yet another example. His slovenly clothing was a result of him being homeless. So what does slovenly mean? Does it mean messy? Does it mean clean? Or does it mean careful? Obviously it means messy. Messy. Question number 6. Birds are oviparous. Similarly, fish and reptiles lay eggs that hatch outside of the body. What does the word oviparous mean? The word oviparous means laying eggs outside the body. Oviparous means laying eggs outside the body. Birds are oviparous. Reptiles are oviparous. Fish is oviparous. Human beings are viviparous. We do not lay eggs outside the body. human reproduction takes place via internal fertilization. We do not lay eggs outside the body, so we are viviparous. Oviparous means laying eggs outside the body. Number 7. Jamal didn't want to tell Tina the entire plot of the movie, so he just gave her the gist of the story. Another example. The first paragraph of a newspaper report should provide readers with the gist of the article. So what does the word gist mean? The gist of the story, the gist of the article. The gist is the central idea. The central idea, the main point. So below that, you can see a box. Your assignment is to fill in the box. Please complete the assignment today itself. ഇന്ന് തന്നെ സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതാണ്. Thank you.